Elton's retirement journey. So I am at Dr. Albert Jarari's office today. I just finished my EKG. I've already dropped urine, and now I'm just waiting to get the blood draw. And we're going to do a teleconference as he is out of town. But I have a number of questions related to me as a senior citizen. I want to know what are the major exams and diagnostics that I need to take over the next few years so I can get it done just in case something happens and I no longer have health care insurance. All the major expensive tests will be done. And I've got a couple other questions as far as if I'm possible to come off some of these meds and stuff like that. But anyway, I also have a wellness uh, payout that I get $75 for this extra insurance. I carry, and I have been for the last 10 years, cancer, which is considered catastrophic insurance for any type of strokes, heart diseases, or anything like that, and as well as an accident insurance. I carried that because I do private security and I actually write that off on a sole proprietorship. So I've been paying that. It's $58 a month. I've been paying that for 10 years. So that's additional insurance that I carry alongside of my regular major insurance with my employer. But anyway, I'm going to catch up with you guys a little later on and tell you what the results is, and we'll get back.
All right, finish up that checkup with the doctor, and we had the teleconference as he was out of town, and we're expecting it hopefully to come back with all good results with the blood tests, and we're specifically looking at the A1C and cholesterol, and pretty much that's about it. But I will tell you this: he does hate the Obamacare. Thinks it's the worst thing ever. So I listened to him for about 12 minutes talking about that and how much he hated it. And he's like everybody else. Once it came out, a lot of working class people saw their deductibles and premiums go sky high, and for that they actually hate it. But it covers some more people, and from what I've been seeing, there's a lot of people depending on it to have some kind of coverage and get take advantage of the subsidies. But that's something I'm not going to be worried about because I plan to continue to work it and take the group coverage that's offered by my employer. But we'll catch up with you later.
Okay, folks, this is the last segment of my checkup. So the blood results did come back and they came back really, really good. First of all, the A1C is down to 7.1 from 7.6. They want it below 6.9 and preferably as low as I can get it, like 5.5. My blood sugar was really, really low when I went into the office. It was like at 40, 49 or 46. I kept asking for something to snack on. They didn't have anything. So that's a good thing. The triglycerides, which is like everything bad that can be in your body that floats around, it's similar to the wax buildup after you fry some bacon. That buildup in there called the triglycerides, it was almost right at the border. So it was like 159, 156. It has been higher than that. I went out one day and I said, "Well, I got to fast, and you want me there at 11?" I went and had this big porterhouse steak, and my triglycerides was at 10,000. So don't do that. But anyway, the triglycerides are down. I'm taking some type of omega 3 fish oil. I have been taking it pretty regularly, and I have been going to the gym. I made it to the gym once a week the entire month of June, and all up through no, all of July, because my exam was on the 31st, and I believe that helped push it down. Now I got to increase that gym workout to twice a week. Had I did that, I think that I could have got the triglycerides down more because it helps burn that off, as well as got the A1C down a little bit lower in below that 7.0 range, because that helps burn off the sugar and increases your metabolism. Overall, this is one of my best checkups. Now, the vitamin D was super duper low. So I'm on some pills. I just took one before I made this video, and it's 50,000 UIs or whatever it is. I got to take one every week, and I got to start taking them every week. And I think that might have caused me to be a little sleepy during the workday and a little bit in the evening, because a lot of times after work, I would eat a meal. Next thing I know, I'm gone. Then I'm up at 2, 4 in the morning looking at the YouTube videos, and checking out my channel and everything because I done slept so much. So overall, really, really good checkup. Now, the questions that I had was number one, what kind of diagnostics do I need to take going into retirement? I've had a nuclear stress test. I've had a angioplasty, so we know where there's some blockage. And I've had these arteries going up to the brain. They were checked. That came back okay. And we did have a colonoscopy. Now, the colonoscopy and the endo, which is what they're looking down here in the upper part, that did have an ulcer, and that was a few years back. So he said, go ahead and get that, talk with that doctor and have him check you out because it's been 5 years and let's see how that is. So that's all he told me. And I want to make sure that all these major tests are taken care of because you just never know what's going to happen. You don't want to, lose your job or decide to come out early. Your insurance is inadequate. And now all of a sudden you got to go take these expensive tests. So that was question number one. So we're good there. I go see my gastroenterologist and I'll talk with him and see how that goes. I have a televisit on November 4th. I guess that was as soon as they can get me in. Now, as far as the Medicare, he takes Medicare. And as far as me coming off some of my meds, no. He said I won't be coming off any meds. And when it came to the A1C, he said there was some wonder drug he wanted me take that and urinate it out. But since I got it down, I don't have to take that. So I stay with the same regimen. I just need to increase my workout and my physical activity. Other than that, he says I'm a healthy 62-year-old. So that's positive. And I asked about some of the ACH, and he went on about how much he hates that. And so I'm not going to go into that. But there was one healthcare company called Oscar Healthcare of Georgia. They're on it, but I just got to keep work. I am not comfortable with coming out of the work environment until I'm at least at 65, and I got to keep working. I was just looking at my budget the other day and calculating the Social Security. Most people will take it at 62. A lot of people are taking it because their health is really bad. They can't work. They need the money, or they're taking that as part of something that's going along with their pension and whatever annuity or whatever cash they have built up. They can afford to take it. They're not worried. They got a lot of cash coming down the line, possibly some inheritance coming from older uh, family members that are going to be leaving, may leave a house where they can just get rid of theirs, pocket that money, and go live in the family home. There's a lot of other people that are putting a strategy together, and that's great if they want to do that at 62. I can't do it. The numbers don't work out for me. Um, Everything starts to click at 65. I'll get a pension. It's a small pension, but it will cover my escrow, my taxes, and my homeowner's insurance and the utilities in this condo. So I'm waiting on that. And then I'll keep working because I am investing as much as I can right now, more than I ever have. It's like way up there. When you're putting away 14 grand a year and it's all going into money markets, and one thing you're trying to do is build it up to pay off your mortgage. In the other investment, you're building it up to possibly bridge yourself. You just got to keep going. But I am looking at the 65 exit, and that's only in case I get fired or let go, or I offered a buyout. You know, I turn 65. They offer me a buyout. I'm covered for a year. Gets me to 66, 67, or 66 and a half. And I know that my magic number is $20,000 per year. That covers the health care and all my expenses once the mortgage is paid off. My plan is once I pay the mortgage off, the money that I save from paying the mortgage off will now pay for the health care. So my magic number is 20 grand. That's what it costs me to operate myself for a whole year. Once I stop working and the mortgage is paid off, that same 20 grand will cover all of the Medicare costs, the dental, the vision, the whole shebang. And I'm not taking any advantage plan. Wherever I'm at, I get sick or ill, they take Medicare, I'm going in. because hopefully I'll be traveling all over the country. It's nothing better than living someplace else while you get to sightsee and travel and go to all the museums every day until you're tired, and then you leave and go somewhere else. That's what I want to do. So anyway, with that said, um, remember, if you got the good health care and you've hit your deductible for the year, go get yourself a hearing exam, because you don't want to get caught needing hearing aids when you're on that Medicare. I went and got mine, and I had a loss in the left ear of 4 4 hertz to 6,000, 4,000 hertz to 6,000, and in the right ear, I think it's 4,000 to 8,000. What I have over here, this is my hearing aids right here. So these were covered. Okay, these are $3,000, and it was covered. The exams were covered, all the office visits, and these were covered because my insurance covered. Nice here. I got these, and we're gonna bring this up real quick. Got to turn on. Bluetooth is on, and it's called the Companion. You can see it connecting to the hearing aid right now. Remember, you can hardly see these babies. So give it a little while to connect up. All right, that baby's on now. So you should be able to see the green light. That's what it was waiting. I need to tap it a little bit. Get these babies back on real quick. Got the little levers here that allows it to come on. All right, now that baby's on too. All right, so we go ahead and get these in. There's a little maintenance. Matter of fact, I'm glad I thought about that. There's a little filters the first of the month, and I'm supposed to take these little tiny filters off and then clean the earplug. So I got to get on that later tonight. And they send me all the supplies. All right, so this baby's up and operational now. There you go. It's your hearing aids. Tap that, turns it off, and it helps you hear a lot better. Especially females and some people with certain. They call it the high tones, but they always sound like they're talking. "Hey, well, what are you doing?" And it's got all these other tones in here, and it's got this equalizer thing too. You see that? And hit the. I got it turned up. That's back to default, and it also has something to locate these things, and bring that up. Tells you what the power is on it, and find my hearing aids. It's if you lose one. So what'll happen is if you lose it, it disconnects. But if you get close to it, it'll pair back up and it'll show connected. It'll be a big red there. Okay. So we can get as much stuff as you can done, before you get into retirement. I got about three teeth that I want to get worked on. So those are crowns. So my game plan is this: I'm gonna do one a year with the major medical. With MetLife, it's as good as Delta Dental. That's 377 out of my pocket. So I'll get one done here in the winter, then I'll get one done in the fall, and then I'll get another one. I got a little chip right here. We'll get that taken care of, and that'll be it. Getting all this stuff done health wise before we go in retirement, while we're still making money and we can pay for everything. So that's it on my checkup, folks. I'm not going to bore you with this. I'll get this posted out, and hey, take a look at some of my videos and go ahead and give me a like and go ahead and subscribe. I got a lot more coming out to you about the my journey in retirement. I cover a lot of other stuff too, because I do go a lot of places. Got a big vacation plan, so if you go back, you look at that, you can see that I'm headed to Latin America. That's in the 2 videos back. So just go scroll through and see what you like. All right, thanks for stopping by. Elton's retirement journey. We'll talk to you. Goodbye.